guess what I learned from Grace Track, so many things.
Well, I would definitely say that it's made me look at the world in a completely different way. Look at the way I fit into that world and look at the way that I viewed Jesus and my relationship with God in a completely different light. Knowing that I'm a beloved child of God and knowing that Jesus is a loving God. God is a loving God. It's not just like Jesus is the guy who says, oh, it's okay. And God's up there, no, it's not. Yeah. Knowing that the Trinity is all a loving God is an amazing thing. And I really did garner that from Grace Track.
The in-depth self-work, that is paramount. That's what this program is essentially more about than anything. It's not, it's through Christ, but Christ is getting us to the center of who we are.
The relationships, committing to doing something every week and showing up and doing it.
And every day.
The first time I took Grace Track, I learned a lot about forgiveness.
My biggest takeaways were I learned patience and kindness. And I learned especially that kindness doesn't always mean nice. And that's something that I think I had mistaken.
You have to be loving without prejudice, without pause, without second guessing. But you don't have to like everybody.
The second time I took Grace Track and facilitated, I learned about forgiving myself, and I'm still working on that.
When I took Grace Track, I found a very safe place to be authentic. I learned that others had questions, others had doubts. And God knows what's in our heart, and He doesn't want robots. He wants loving children, because He is our loving Father, and children will push back. And still, God is well pleased. He gives us grace. Go figure.
And His grace is enough. I mean, that was one thing that we learned, that grace to be is a big thing in a small word to a big thing.
A big thing in a small word, and it's free.
Yeah.
It's
freely
free.
given.
It's freely dispensed. But to keep it, you have to give it away.